Aliens First Christmas is such a fun concept. Honestly, the execution of the narrative wasn't that great, but because I was really fascinated by how they would do this, it was enough to keep me watching. This is an animated short film from 1991, directed by Russ Harris and G. Brian Reynolds, and I didn't read anything about it before watching it, but afterwards I did a bit of searching, and it seems like it's something that quite a few people treasure from their childhoods. And I can kind of understand why. I can see this being a beloved film children would watch every single year. Watching it once as an adult, I thought the concept was pretty good fun. I don't love the animation style, and I don't think the narrative was perfect, but as I said, the concept was quite fun. And it's about this family called the People's Family, and they're called the People's Family because they're humans. And these humans moved to a different planet, the planet Zalonia, and they want to take Christmas with them because Zalonia doesn't have Christmas, of course, and they're getting ready to prepare for Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. They're sending a tree up. The father's creating a generator to power the Christmas lights because the energy on Zalonia won't do it, and they're getting all of these traditions in place. And I was going to say the alien characters, but I guess the residents of Zalonia are not the aliens. The People's Family are technically the aliens, but the aliens in the title does refer to the residents of the planet. So I guess that's a bit misleading because they're not aliens because it's their planet. But nevertheless, I'm going to refer to them as aliens going forward just to avoid confusion. But these aliens have never had Christmas before, and they get a lot of terminology wrong. They call things by the wrong name. It's very cleverly written, very well done, and the People's Family introduces them to the concept of Christmas. It very briefly touches on the religious aspect and then goes on to say, but Christmas is much more than that, and it's about giving and spending time with loved ones. So it doesn't ignore the religious aspect, but it definitely doesn't focus on it. And we see the various problems and pitfalls of them trying to bring Christmas for the family on a planet that doesn't have Christmas. And it's interesting to see it from the aliens' perspective, all of these things that might seem quite strange. I mean, to be honest, bringing a tree in from outdoors and putting lights on it does seem like a bit of a strange tradition. And when you stop and think about it, there are some weird things that we do at Christmas, but they're very deeply rooted, unlike the chopped down Christmas tree. But I thought it was a fun concept and it was really interesting and I actually quite liked it. As I said, the narrative itself, the events of the narrative aren't that interesting. What actually happens isn't fascinating, but the observations of the aliens I found to be quite fun. And I thought that was a really interesting thing because I think there are other cartoons and films where aliens experience Christmas, but it's them coming down to Earth and seeing Christmas on Earth. This is in reverse, and I just thought it was really fascinating. And I don't know if there are any other people's films, but I'd love to see them do it with Easter. Try explaining Easter eggs to them. I think that'd be good fun. But I enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect. I probably wouldn't watch it again. But as a one-time watch, it was an interesting concept, and I recommend it. I think Aliens First Christmas is pretty decent.